This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
What's up, YouTube? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you with another video, and today we're going to take a look at the other Rubik's Cube styled RDA, the Rubik. This is a clone of the Rubik by Tobacco. It's not made by Tobacco. So come on in here, let's take a look at this thing. So that's the Rubik RDA, broken down. Not as much to it as the Magic Cube RDA, not by a long shot. There's a lot fewer pieces here, that's for damn sure. Here's your top cap in the cube, styled like a Rubik's Cube, and unlike the Magic Cube RDA, it does not spin or turn in any way. This is basically locked in place. Someone already solved this one and doesn't want you fucking up all his work. Inside, it is just rounded, just like any other RDA would be. This is the bottom side. It's got this little divot where the deck fits. This is your top side. This is your cap, and it's designed for top airflow. It goes in this side first, into the actual cube, just like this. And there's your drip tip / AFC for the top airflow control. And it just fits in just like this. And you can open up that airflow or cinch it closed, just like that, and everything you do does the same thing on both sides. But we don't want to get too comfortable there yet, because we got to figure out how the deck is going to be situated first. There's your deck. At first, it reminded me of the Freak Show deck, but it's a bit different, because with the Freak Show, that's where your airflow comes in underneath the coils, yeah, but with the Freak Show, but with the Rubik RDA, it doesn't get pulled in through the side like the Freak Show does. Just goes right through the bottom, just like that, goes straight through, which concerns me. I am worried that this thing is going to leak a lot. And basically, the way it makes the most sense to me is that you're going to want to line up your top airflow with this airflow. So you figure out where that airflow is, and then you'd pop that in right over it. So it's a straight line through the RDA there. The other thing about this RDA is that no matter what you do, it will not sit flush. That is by design. It is not supposed to sit flush. If it were to sit flush, you would not be able to get any airflow out of it, because the airflow is coming from the bottom mainly. But let's throw a build on here. We're going to do something pretty simple. So building this guy is not super difficult, but it does require a centered build, which with a T-post design is definitely not the hardest thing in the world. Now this is only set up for dual airflow options. If you're a single coiler, you're out of luck with this RDA. So keep that in mind. It looks like an 8 wrap is going to take up a good amount of that air intake. Tell you what, let's do 9. We'll do 9 wraps today. Centering a coil for a T-post is very easy. It's a lot easier than centering a coil for a tri-post, for example. Basically just take one of these, bend, just like that. So it looks like that. And then, right about maybe there on the tweezers, I'd say. Depends on your tweezers, just kind of eyeball it. Go ahead and place them there and bend again. And you only need to do it with one side, not the other. And same thing with this one. One bend, and like that. And bend like that. Tighten everything down. And same thing with this one, just slides right on in there. Try to go over the coil if you can, over the first coil with that inside lead. Makes it a little bit easier. And we tighten that in too. So that's about as packed with cotton as it can get without it cutting off any of the airflow. It's looking pretty good. Juice. It's not like this is a new thing. I mean, high roller sweets have been around for a while now, but I've just had to try some. I've never had it, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. So ejuices.com was having a sale. I need to try some. I just want to say, yeah, it's a matter of time before someone comes out with a dice-shaped RDA. Could you imagine? Maybe it'll have like a functionality like this one's for quad coils, this one's for dual coils, this one's for triple coils, and so on and so forth. It would be pretty silly, but I'm sure it's in the works. Someone's going to make one. That's my prediction. This is the Hold'em, and it smells delicious. It smells delicious. I have not tried any yet, and I am excited. The way that these coils are set up, you mostly just want to paint your cotton with it. I don't think you want to do too much dripping in here because it will leak like a sieve, I am sure. But if you do your painting, if you Bob Ross it with your dual coils, maybe you'll be okay. I don't know. You might end up leaking still. We'll see. With these square RDAs, there's always the concern, what happens if it's like this, or what happens if it's like this? It's not going to line up right, but it will. It works independently of the AFC. There's no AFC anywhere on it, so it'll sit anywhere and be fine. I say line up the top airflow right with the coils. That's what makes sense to me. That way they're getting hit from both sides, top and bottom. It's ohming out to about 0.6, so we're going to take it to about 30 watts. And I'll see you guys up there. So that's an up-close look at the Rubik. The other square RDA. And I've been putting off trying it because I already have a Rubik's Cube styled RDA. And mine moves. And you can play with it. But I just kept looking at it, and finally I decided I'm just going to bite the bullet and I'm going to buy it. So let's give it a shot. That's wide open. The juice is good. Kind of want to close it off a bit though. I wish that I could close off the bottom a bit. I wish that that was adjustable too. It's pretty good. It's pretty good for the flavor. Decent cloud production too. Yeah, I'll give it that. That Hold'em is really good. It's sort of subtle, but it's a yellow cake and praline ice cream. It's pretty good. You definitely get the yellow cake. It tastes like yellow cake smothered in ice cream, which is one of Waffle's favorite things to do. Whenever we get cake or cupcakes or whatever it is, she's got to take some vanilla ice cream and just mash it all together and mix it up. That's how she likes her cake. And her brother is the same way. I think that's just what they grew up on, you know? Nostalgia. It's tasty. Let me turn it up a bit. I think I want to go to 40. I think it wants to go to 40 watts. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep blowing that right at the camera. I'll cut it out. I apologize. That's really yummy. It's really yummy. I'm going to open it up all the way again. Because I think the idea is that it creates this sort of turbulence in the airflow. It coming up from the bottom, it coming down from below. The airflow slots are open. It's open a little bit less up top than it is on the bottom. They won't match exactly, but I think that's the idea. The idea is that you want to create that turbulence. I don't know. It's pretty good. I gotta say, I like it. And I'm surprised that I like it. I wasn't expecting to. Not at all. But I do. I do like it. I don't know if I like it better than the Magic Cube. That being said, my Magic Cube is a bit different. They came out with a newer version of the Magic Cube, and it now has 2 airflow slots and comes in colors. Same thing with this one, comes in colors, but it's a little too much for me with the colors. I'll stick with the stainless. It's a nice, clean look. It's more timeless, if you ask me. Really good flavor on this RDA. I'm really impressed with it. I like it. That being said, I wish that cube moved. It's more fun when it moves. I wish it didn't have the gap at the bottom. I wish that you could use your own drip tips in here. But those are my only gripes about it, really. Other than that, and the fact that it's going to leak like a sieve if you drip right through, you really have to, just paint that cotton. Other than those things, it's a win in my book. I like it. I think that, the world has 2 of them. We don't need a third, okay? We don't need a third Rubik's Cube looking RDA. So you can stop now, China. But I like them both, I have to say. I wasn't expecting to like this, and I do. I do like it. It's a much cloudier Addy than the Magic Cube. I'll say the way I build my Magic Cube, I kind of build it like you would build a Marquee or the way you'd build a Veritas. I think it has a little better flavor overall, but this is cloudier and the flavor's really good. Sorry. Apologize. Didn't mean to. That's how I kind of build my Magic Cube. A centered build, vertical. Let's compare really quick. Let me wick this thing up. Put some more of this High Roller Sweets in there. And I'll tell you which one vapes better. All right, so we're gonna vape this at 40 watts and let's see which one vapes better with the High Roller Sweets. It's tough. I get more flavor out of the Magic Cube. I really do. The way that I build it. And the other thing is that with this one, like I said, with the Magic Cube, you kind of get this juice that collects in the spaces between the cube. You don't have to worry about that with the Rubik. But what you do have to worry about with the Rubik is it's just dripping right through the bottom. You really have to paint your coils with that one. With this one, you don't have to worry. Cloudier on the Rubik, but better flavor on the Magic Cube. And it's a more restrictive draw on the Magic Cube, which I like a little bit better. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. So there you have it. They're the 2 Rubik's Cube style RDAs. Magic Cube, Rubik. Which one's better? I don't know. I like them both. I really wasn't expecting to like this one at all, and I do. I like this one better for flavor. I like this one better for clouds. There are better cloud RDAs out there. The Hellboy is, the first and foremost cube style RDA that anyone's going to think of. It's the first one that came out. It's very, very popular. I didn't buy it. strictly for superficial reasons. I didn't like the styling of it personally. That's the only reason I didn't buy it. But overall, it's probably the superior cube style RDA. If you don't care what it looks like at all and you just want the superior vape, looking at the Hellboy, I gotta tell you, it's probably gonna be the best cube style vape out there. Yeah. I would argue though that the Aromomizer does have, you know, sort of a cubic style look to it. I mean, it's a what is it? Six-sided? Eight-sided? I don't even know. I don't have one yet. I'm waiting for the glass one. The glass one is supposed to come out this month, and I need it. I need it. So I don't need two of these guys. I don't need them both. This one's pretty good. And I just hit 500 subscribers. I was finally able to change my name, my URL. My channel used to be UCPDEJTQQRELF263PU_CC0QQ. That was my channel. Now I am C/Homeboy Yes. So, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing, for, you know, all the support. You guys are awesome. And just to say thank you, the cube style RDAs that are coming out, they look fantastic on a box mod. I think everyone should have one, at least one. That's what I got, okay? 2 cube style RDAs, Rubik style RDAs, and that's what I'm gonna give away. So I'll have 2 winners. First winner gets first choice. Okay. To qualify for the giveaway, you have to be a subscriber, okay? And you have to comment below and tell me, I don't know, what your favorite RDA is. What's your favorite RDA? Tell me that. That sounds good. That'll be a conversation starter. Tell me what your favorite RDA is. You have to be a subscriber. And there is a trick to it, though. You have to put your settings. You have to set your settings a certain way so that I can see that you're a subscriber. If you're not sharing the channels that you're subscribed to, if that's not public on your YouTube account, I won't see that, and that's going to disqualify you. Okay? It's a long overdue, is what it is. It's long overdue. I've got 500 subs. All you got to do is make sure that in YouTube you're set so that your subscription status is public. And tell me below in the comments what your favorite RDA is. Okay? So till next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, Vapers.